football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Panthers and the reigning NFC champs on Sunday night primetime.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence is going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line, given 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Throwing Jones. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's out to the flat for Akers. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They'll go again here with Akers. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just not a whole lot of room for that kid.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Jones. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On play action, Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now Jones. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Finding room at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Akers, 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A lot of guys playing this game, there was no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's at the lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Option play, they'll give to Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They go play action with Lawrence. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Play action, it's Lawrence. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? We couldn't do it here in football.
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they start passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get him at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Jones throw into the hands of Kirk. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback though through his passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's complete out right to the tight end Trimble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop the throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones looking underneath. He's got Akers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in and drop him for a loss of 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So we've come upon halftime. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the 2nd half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And his job is almost over where it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on the first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's got some space here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards and sets them up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence, and it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Now the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and It's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll get this down to the 38. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones.
Caught by Trimble. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Lions offense set to take over.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
He's got him in. Complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
96 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Walker with another carry.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
His kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
You did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Looking to throw. Jones.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
3 yards remain for second down.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.